Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. And welcome to Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day, wherever you may be around the globe. I know it's certainly been a long weekend for me, Tiffany. It was a very long weekend, even though I wasn't here yesterday. The show was on, I think we ran a previous live stream, but I'm gonna tell you, it was fantastic. It was
Good.
fantastic.
I love
I
that.
didn't rest, but still, it was a fantastic weekend because of everything that I got to do. And I'm
Good.
hoping you had the same similar situation.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, it was a very powerful weekend. I
Mhm.
talked all weekend, put it that way.
Did
I
you?
talked all weekend. And
Yeah.
it's good to get out and about with people and really,
Sure.
talk to them and
Hmm.
motivate them, because this is something that we're going to be talking about bringing when we're talking about being confident and different
Hmm.
things of that nature.
Hmm.
Getting to see where people really are,
Sure.
getting there and talking to them and motivating them and listening to their hearts and listening to where they're at, to because this is our winning season, Tiffany. This is our winning season. When I'm talking about our, y'all, I'm talking about more than Tiffany and I'm talking about you all too. This is your winning season. And we have to pay attention and listen to people. Pay attention to our surroundings and see where people are, the heartbeat, because that's all about, helping people to maximize their potential, hearing people's heart, and seeing exactly where they're at. Because, even in this it's springtime, and we talk about that all the time, with it being springtime. It's a time to come out of hibernation. It's a time to bloom. It's a time to blossom. It's a time to flourish. So, you have to shake off those old things of winter, those dead things, and get to a place where, you could bloom and you could blossom and you could flourish in the newness of your life. Wherever you are on your journey, okay? We want to help you make this a great journey. And it's time to, shake off those dead twigs, shake off those dead ideas, shake off those dead how would you call it, blood suckers? You got to cut those off. You just can't shake those off. And so the freshness and the newness can come out of you, no
I was
matter,
trying to look for something to cut.
huh?
I said I was trying to look for something to cut with. I ain't got no scissors up here. I was cutting stuff.
Cutting stuff. I don't have any up here either. But
Mhm.
yeah, always cutting stuff. Girl, it's good to cut. It's good to
It
prune,
is.
okay?
Mhm.
It's pruning season because what? Springtime, you prune, okay?
Mhm.
There's things you have to cut off and different things of that nature. But it's a time, whether you're on that book writing journey or whether you're that entrepreneur, it doesn't matter. It's time to, reformulate some things. It's time to really look at where you are and where you are going, okay? Where you need to be. A lot of times, if I hate to say, sometimes people don't see where they're going. And when you don't see where you're going, you'll never arrive there. You have to see where you're going. So this is such a excellent time, y'all. This is an excellent time to, really start to look at yourself.
Mhm.
Start to look and
Yeah.
assess
Yeah.
everything not only around you, but everything inside of you.
Yeah.
I told you about this, and this probably been what, months back. How I do this process of elimination. I
Mhm.
take this huge piece of paper, and
Yes.
in the
Mhm.
center, yeah, I draw that big circle.
Mhm.
And then in the center of that circle,
Mhm.
I'll put my goals.
Mhm.
On the perimeter of that circle, I
Mhm.
write everything that I'm doing, everything I'm involved in. And
Yes.
I take a look at that. Okay. I
Mhm.
take a look at that. And if what I'm involved in has something to do with my goals, I keep it.
Sure.
But if not, I eliminate it. Yes. Cut it off. Cut it off. I eliminate it.
I'm about
Because
to go get some scissors because I promise you, I just feel like it's a good day. It's going
it's
to
a
help
good
with
day
the
to cut.
topic that we're on.
Yeah.
It's cutting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's so important.
Mhm.
It's so important to, to prepare for this season. It's not the time to hunker down, y'all. It's not the time to hunker down. And like I said, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I was off doing other things. But, we have to pay attention.
Sure.
If we say that we are expert in whatever field it is, okay, let's learn to do what we have to do.
Absolutely.
Okay, walk true to ourselves. Walk in your truth. That's so very, very important.
Very important.
And with that being said, I'm going to introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, and I teach women how to maximize their potential and stop leaving money on the table. Okay. And you may have heard me in the past say I'm a book coach. Yes, I am. Okay. But it's much more than that, y'all.
Sure.
It's much more than that. Okay. Because a lot of times women are satisfied with writing their books, or they're satisfied with starting that business. And guess what? That's all they'll do. They'll never go further than that. Satisfied with just being mediocre. But you should never be satisfied with being mediocre. Okay? You should never be satisfied. But what happened, Tiffany? They can't see it. They can't see it. You have to see it before you see it, or you'll never see it.
Or you'll never see it. Yeah. That's the truth. And I guess that's what we're here for. We're here to be your optometrist, because when your sight gets challenged, that's normally what you do. You go to the eye doctor. You try to figure out what in the world is going on. How come I can't see? Things are blurry. Grandmother had bad sight, and that's what we were constantly doing. We were taking her to the eye doctor all the time. She would call it, so we're always looking to see what was going on to make sure her sight was as good as can be. Yeah. That's sometimes what we consider ourselves to be like coaches, but sometimes at this point, we're trying to help you see some stuff for your life. We're trying to help you see where you're not seeing for you. And we don't need you to have a foggy vision. It shouldn't be like the London fog for your life. You need to be able to see. And that's what we're here for, is we're here to help you be able to see your life. We're here to build your confidence. We are here to help you grow and to see for you what you can't see for you. And help just to turn the light on. What does Motel 6 say? We leave the light on. We want to turn the light on for you. Okay. So that's what we're here to do. We're trying to help you to be better, be a better you. With that being said, I am Tiffany Rochelle, the People's Cheerleader. That's what I do, is I help you to be a better you. I help you to rid the toxins from your hearts and to set goals that are true to you. Because again, confidence matters. And this is a wonderful topic that we're talking about. And without that confidence, without knowing who you are and not being able to see your life really, that's a horrible thing. And we don't want horrible and you to be in the same sentence. So with that being said, please continue to tune in to the show. If you tuned in already, share this show with somebody so that they'll be able to help understand what confidence is, what it's about being confident. And, this is something that they need for their life. And lo and behold, we also are here for you. So outside of just being a confident individual, if you are in need of either one of our services, we are definitely here. We have this banner scrolling down here at the bottom of the screen. Go ahead. And then I also have in the comment section, our information. So feel free to click on the links so that you'll be able to get in contact with us. With that being said, Ms. Gertrude, you ready to start the show for turning your passion into profit?
Turning your passion. We've already started, turning your passion into profit. Because you know what? Confidence will take people places. And, this goes back to our question on last week when we were talking about confidence and expertise, confidence and living your truth. Okay. And a lot of times where people are not confident, that means they're not walking on their path. Okay. You have to walk your path. You have to walk your truth. Okay. No matter what, you have to be who you were designed to be. You have to know your purpose. Okay. You have to know your purpose. Once you are walking according to your truth, confidence will show up.
Absolutely.
I promise you, confidence will show up. But when people are unsure, and they not knowing, certain aspects, that's where they have to go back to the drawing board. And that's where the scissors comes out, Tiffany. That's where the scissors come out. Because, trying to live somebody else's dream for themselves, or, who they formulate in their mind that they should be, because they've heard it so much from so many other people. Well, you should be this and you should be that. But is that you? Is that truly who you are? But confidence, being confident, y'all, being confident will take you far. Okay. It will take you far as opposed to not being confident. Okay. And when, you get on live stream and, you're on here and you're unconfident about, it's more than fear of the camera, fear of people. Okay.
Sure.
Because when you're in your own circle with your friends, you talk a different way. But to be on
Totally
screen,
different.
it's different, right? But to be on screen in front of people and you're not confident, okay, you have to go back and think, am I living my truth? Or am I masking it? Am I, under pretense or anything of that nature? Okay? Because none of us should be trying to impress anybody.
Right.
Okay? Just live your truth. Confidence is a big thing. Live your truth. Sure. And we're dropping nuggets early this morning. When you live your truth, you will be confident. Okay? And you see it, let me tell you, you see it in people, okay? And I won't even go this way, but there's some people, they're trying to wear heels and they ain't made to wear heels. Okay?
At all.
This. Not at all, they tried to wear heels. You can't walk in those heels because that's not you. Live your truth. I believe it like that.
You gotta live your truth. Because this is my favorite perfume right here, right? And I keep it on my desk out here. People be trying to wear these and their ankle be doing one of those little numbers. You can't do it. I remember I was trying to teach my daughter, because that's the kind of heels that I love wearing, right?
Yeah.
And my daughter, she was like, "Oh, Mom, how do you do that?" And me, I'm a dancer. Don't let me go to church. If I'm at church, I better be able to dance in something like that. Okay. And she was like, "Mom, how do you do stuff like that? I don't get how you do it." So I was like, you know what? We're going to go ahead and teach you how to wear heels. She put some heels on. I think my baby almost died because she put them heels on and her ankle just got to going like this. And I was like, oh, mercy. So what I had to do is I had to put her in some wedges. She still had the heels. It still got her some height, but she needed the little block on there so it could kind of help her to level herself out. The minute she got I don't even think she wore them a few months, if that. Like, and then next thing she was okay with wearing little stilettos. Listen, sometimes you gotta kind of get in there and you kind of gotta work it out a little bit. You sometimes just can't just, hey, I put it on and just go with it. Sometimes you got to teach yourself and you got to practice a little bit. Even with, like you're saying, with these live shows and stuff, sometimes your confidence does slide back a little bit. And you're like, oh my God, what's happening? But you can't allow somebody else to affect your confidence. Your confidence is your confidence, is yours. And you got to let it come out from the inside on out. And it's like our little topic. There's so many people when I see them walking in their confidence and I'm just like, man, you so bold. How do you do that? But it is just something, it's like a magnet. When I see you walking in your truth and I see you doing what you're doing, you are an attractive individual because of what you're doing. And it's just how you do it. And you're so, you walk with your chest out, it's just like, and you are unafraid to be who you are because you are confident in who you are. The minute that you walk in that, it is something beautiful because it's something that's just in you. It's just, it's that firm trust that you have within you that this is me, this is who I am, and I'm not afraid of it, and I'm not gonna not show it. So I can when I see that to individuals, my pastor is one of them individuals. I love watching her. Like she is so dope. She's just confident. And I think I said last week on the show, there's 3 people that I definitely admire because they are unafraid to be who they are. This is just who I am. And they got it like that. They don't say it, but they kind of have that hate it, love it, or leave it. You don't have to like me. This is who I am. And if you choose not to like me, it's okay because it's not going to stop me from being who I am. But in the process of them being like that, I'm like, man, I like you. That's so bold. I like it. But you're drawn to people like that. And they kind of help to enhance you. And it should be that kind of, we're helpers one to another. So when I see you doing that, it's just like, okay, you know what? Thank you for helping me be a better me.
And and just like you said, it draws people to you. And that's that topic right there, what you were talking about, makes you more attractive. It draws people to you. It gives people hope. It gives people hope. Just live your truth. And it doesn't matter, and It's not being arrogant.
No.
It's boldness. Some people mistake that with arrogance. Now you see,
there's a difference.
It's a difference. Now, on the other hand, when people are trying to pretend, that's where arrogance comes.
Absolutely. And it shows up.
Arrogance. Yeah.
It definitely shows up. If you ever pay attention to an arrogant individual and a confident individual, you'll be able to see there's a difference that's between the two of them. And even though that they might be similar, they might even be related. There's a difference between the two. You be like, you're so cocky, ew, who wants to be around an individual that's like that? There's just a difference. You want to be around, I like the confident individual. Like even now, I just, you give me a haircut, my confidence, it kind of changes a little bit the minute that happens. But I mean, it's a different, it's not me being arrogant. It's not me being cocky. It's not me thinking I'm better than any and everybody, but I do feel a different kind of way, when certain things happen, when I'm walking in my truth, when I'm speaking what I know I'm supposed to speak. It feels different. It feels great.
Yeah. And it is different, it makes a difference in people's lives. Like we say, pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to those people. Okay. As experts, in our field, we are supposed to pay attention to those around us. People just don't suddenly appear. Okay. It's a journey, y'all. Why is this person on my journey? Why am I walking this way? Why are they appearing? Okay. There's a reason for that. Things just don't happen. There's a reason for that. So whose lives can you impact? Whose life can you shed light into something that maybe they're not understanding? Help them to understand. These are the things that confidence does for you. And this is another way people leave money on the table, Tiffany, because they're not seeing all these little aspects. They're looking at it as a grandiose thing that's going to happen. But they're leaving these little bits and pieces on the table, where these little bits and pieces that they're leaving on the table, those are very powerful. Just like we talked about last week about enjoying your journey, not waiting till you get to the destination. You also have to pay attention to these little tidbits. Because these little tidbits matter. Okay, it matters. Every person's life matters. Everybody who come into your presence matters.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, how are you showing up? Are you being confident? Okay. Are you able to move this person? Okay. Are you able to move this person? And I'm going to talk all over it. So let's go to the next one. I tend to do this, Tiffany. I tend to do this. Okay. That energy level. Okay. Are you confident in yourself where you able to move people, to motivate them? Okay. To get them motivated, motivation out of that place where they have just rested. Sometimes people just rest. They just settle in a place. And how many people we know that settle for writing that one book, or just selling a few copies of that book, or settle and rest in just opening a business, whether it's a brick and mortar or whether that business is a virtual business, and never write a book or never take it to the next level. How many people? Okay. And we as leaders, we as experts, and that's what I'm calling experts, leaders in your expertise. Okay. Making your name a household name where people look up to you, because you're always answering the questions that they are seeking. They're seeking these answers. Okay. How are you showing up? How is your energy level? Okay. When you walk into a place, you're supposed to change the atmosphere. You're supposed to shift that atmosphere. Okay. And also to energize that atmosphere. If that atmosphere is low, the moment you walk in, it's not being cocky or anything of that nature. It's in being confident. Okay. It's in being confident, because sometimes people, they just settle down. That's motivation. But when you talk about inspiration, because there's a difference, inspiration allows you to go deep to the root of the cause of that person. Why are they such a way? Okay. And these are the people that usually they will come to you. Okay, these are the people, they'll tell you all the stuff, girl, that
Mhm.
you say, wow, all this stuff. And
Uh-huh.
now you're able to pour into their lives, okay? Whether it's
Mhm.
through the message in your book, whether
Right.
it's through your products and services, or
Mhm.
whether it's through you just showing up, giving them hope and allowing them to see. But you have to be confident,
Have
because
to.
when you're stumbling over your words, when you're showing up mousy, when you're
Mm.
not sure of yourself,
Mhm.
okay, you're really doing your audience a
A
disservice.
disservice, right. Mhm.
Mm-hmm,
You're right. You're absolutely right.
mm-hmm,
You walking heavy, young lady. You're walking heavy, and I totally agree with that. You never want anybody to sap your energy. You should always be the power source.
oh
So
yeah.
just like we do with these wall sockets around here, powering up our computers, our laptops, TVs, coffee machines, whatever it is, we're always finding a socket, which is the power source, to go ahead and log into or to tap
Mm-hmm,
into, so that we're able to utilize some of these devices and such that we have.
mm-hmm,
You be the power source for certain people, but you don't
yeah.
allow these individuals to come around you that they're just draining you of your energy. Your energy level should be. I know there was again, I grew up in Church of God in Christ, and there's a lot of people that when Bishop Mason used to walk past, they were like, "Ooh, hey, what's going on? Ooh, who was that?" It was a different kind of energy. It was a different kind of
Mm-hmm,
presence. You knew somebody was there, and you're just somebody. You're something different. That's kind of how I believe we should be. Our energy
mm-hmm,
level should be so electrifying. It should just be so great. And we're not allowing people just to drain us, but it should be so great. They're like, who are you? You're that attractive
mm-hmm,
individual that I want to know more about you. What is it about you? How can I? And I'm not, when I say I want to be like you, I'm not meaning for you to lose who you are and lose yourself like that. But it's just like, who are you? How can I be like you? What is it that you
mm-hmm,
have that I need to have? Because you just walked by and you were like, oh, I talked to a lady yesterday. That's what she said. You know what? You have a strong personality. She said, you
mm-hmm,
can't teach what you have. She was like, you just have it. And I go,
mm-hmm,
me? So I'm like, me? And I was like, I appreciate. She said, there's a lot of things that you probably could be taught. She said, but your personality, you just have it. And I was like, I appreciate that. And after a while, when she said it, I was like, Then I thought about it. I'm like, my intent was done, because that's how I plan to be. That is how I set my day out, to
mm-hmm,
be that source of energy, to be that person that shifts
mm-hmm,
somebody's atmosphere, to be that person just going to help you become a better individual. The lady
mm-hmm.
told me, she said, you're so beautiful. Me. And I said, what is happening to me yesterday? Yesterday, I didn't understand what in the world was going on, but I appreciated every
Yes.
individual that I encountered, whether they were encouraging me or I was encouraging them. It felt good because what I was putting out, I was receiving also. So I
Yes.
didn't feel like I was
Yes.
the one that was pouring into individuals all day yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting just as much as I was receiving. So by the time I went to bed, I was like, wow. Now I had a little moment because my daughter left me. She was
Oh,
here
she
all
did.
yeah, she was here all last week, and I was so enjoying her. And it was a
Well, when she come back for Mother's Day, is she coming back?
don't play with me now. Hold on. If she don't come back, I might go up there. But it just felt great. It was a good
That's
feeling. But I mean,
good.
I did get sad because she left me. But even and then maybe that could have been forgive me. That maybe that's how the Lord worked, because I was a little sad because I had her and me and her had these little bonds and we were going all over the place in our
Mm-hmm.
little conversations that we were having. I was starting to enjoy her a whole bunch. But then I was just like, once I took her down to the airport, I'm not gonna lie to you, my little spirit kind of got vexed and it got sad and I was like, oh, my baby left. But then it was just beautiful because I came in contact with some other people that kind of like lifted my spirit. So even though I still had that, I was sad because my baby left me.
Mm-hmm.
I had other people that was around me that was just like, what you being sad for? Huh? What's going on with you? You can't, and they didn't
Mm-hmm.
ever say that I was sad. They didn't see the sad, but it was just
Yeah.
like they were saying so many things that was pouring into me that just kept my energy level at a different kind of way.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that. It's a beautiful thing for you to be able to exchange, not only being the source of energy for somebody, but somebody kind of like being that also for you, but not allowing individuals to drain you. If here we go with these scissors again, if you have individuals that's around you that are sucking you dry, it's okay for you to take them scissors, cut off the power, or pull out the plug. You cannot allow them to keep sucking energy, because you realize if you ever look at your bill, us adults that have power bills, they'll tell you in a minute, if you have devices that are plugged in to the wall and you're not utilizing them on a regular basis, unplug them, because they're draining, from you. And that's causing your energy to go up. So, meaning your power bill. So if that's the case, sometimes you may have to unplug from certain people, and you may not ever plug them in again, but you got to make sure that you maintain your energy and you maintain who you are. And you can't allow somebody just to be a sapsucker to you, because that's what individuals are. They're sucking all your energy. Don't be that way. Be with individuals that are pouring that into you just as much as you're pouring out to others.
And that's so true. I wish I had a plug I could unplug around here, but I don't. When you say that, I'm looking, I don't have a plug, but there's some individuals that I unplug from. And especially,
you about to give me, I ain't got no plug, but I got one of these little things right here that ain't working.
Yep, I don't have nothing I can unplug. I wish I did. But but we do have a choice, with people and different things of that nature. And especially when we have a responsibility, as experts, as household names, to help our audience, and we have to protect that energy. We have to protect that energy. And where does that energy can be drained? How can it be drained? Your ear gate, what you're hearing and what you're seeing. We talked about that several weeks ago. Okay. Absolutely. You got to learn how to protect your energy by being confident, because those things could pull your confidence away from you. Okay. Sure. It'll contaminate your focus, contaminate your vision, contaminate your vision, and your focus is not allowing you to walk in your truth. You may say, oh, it's not going to hurt me, it's not going to affect me, but yes, it will. Okay, it slowly starts diluting. It slowly starts causing the blurred vision. It doesn't happen just like that. It's a slow thing. Okay, it's a slow process. And after a while, you lost focus. You don't know who you are. Okay, because you have allowed yourself to become contaminated, to become diluted. Okay, protect your energy. Be confident. Because it's not only for you, it's for your audience. And that moves us to what? Excitement. How about this? Excitement. It's that driving force. It's that taking action. Okay. When you have that driving force where you taking action, because I told you about, commanding your atmosphere, commanding that presence. If that atmosphere is down, okay, if there's all type of things going on in that atmosphere, you could control that atmosphere by you showing up in your truth, by you being confident, okay? And people will pay attention. People will pay attention by being focused. I remember I used to teach a class, and this was, back here we go at church, Sunday school, okay? I had the adults.
Uh-oh, I hope it wasn't me, because I done lost you. And I know you was talking about teaching Sunday school. I hope you're still there. Or is it me that just froze?
Confident in who you are, okay? You have to be confident in who you are no matter what, okay? No matter what's going on around you. I mean, they used to get up, they used to slam doors, they used to be talking. Not all of them, some of them, okay?
I lost what you said. You said you started Sunday school and then it froze. So I missed the message.
I used to have, and when I'm talking about excitement, I'm talking about focus, I'm talking about being confident. I used to teach this Sunday school back in the day, okay? Adult women. And it was a horrible class. I'm talking about for them, because they didn't behave, and it wasn't all of them. But I had to keep focus, okay? I don't care how much you slam doors. I don't care how much these over here are talking or whatever. It's not going to break my focus. Even when I'm doing something, okay? If I'm working, I'm working at my desk or whatever. It doesn't matter what's going on around me. I can keep my focus. And anybody could tell you that about me, because this is a part of being focused and being confident. Okay. But if you don't know who you are, simple things or things like that will throw you off. Okay. I have come to a level in my life where I'm focused. I am focused. I am ironclad focused.
I just get ready to say the ironclad.
Huh? Ironclad focus.
Yes.
Yeah, I stand my ground, because I know who I am. I know my purpose. I know my assignment. I know those things. And audience, that's how you have to be. You have to be ironclad focused, whether you're that author, whether you're that business person, okay? Whatever field you're in, whatever you say your expertise is, you have to be ironclad focused. And that comes with being confident in yourself, walking your truth, living your truth, speaking your truth, standing in your truth. Okay. And just like you said about, I forgot what the conversation you were saying before, and it doesn't matter who like it or not. I don't care. Okay. I don't care. You can like me or not. Okay. But I'm going to live my truth. It's not saying that I'm rude to people. It's not saying any of those things.
No.
I love people, okay? I love lots of people, okay? I'm a people person, 100%, okay? But I know how to protect myself.
Sure.
I know how, and this is for you also. When I say I'm talking about you too, okay? Sure. But first it comes with me. I'm telling you what I do. You have to protect yourself, okay? You can't allow people to come in and dilute your life.
Please don't.
Because you have to live your truth and know your purpose in this life, because other ways things could sway you one way or the other. Oh, this seems like a good idea. Somebody says that, let me try this, let me try that. Remember, your assignment is by design. Your purpose is by design. Okay? It doesn't matter. People could give you good advice, and that's good. You take advice, okay? But you know that there's a limit to advice. If it's going to be something that sway you off your journey, okay, it's not good advice.
No.
You have to weigh that, okay? And all these things come with being confident. You have to live your truth. You have to be confident, because confident, it will take you places.
Sure will.
Confidence draws people to you. It draws people to you.
It does.
Lack of confidence repels people. Because what they're going to say. And you could be telling the truth. Okay? You could be telling it 100%. And I'm not talking about lying. I'm just saying it could be a fact. Okay? It could be a fact, 100%. But if you have a lack of confidence, do you think people are going to believe you? No, they're not.
It's just because you lack the confidence. And like you said, it's 100% truth. You could have actual and factual statistics right in front of you. However, because you don't have the confidence in what you're delivering, why am I listening to you? You don't even sound like you're sure of it. And you probably are sure. You probably done did the research. Again, you got stats on it. But because you don't feel like you have a blessed assurance of what you're talking about, if you don't believe it, how are you going to make me believe it? And there's been a few people that I've actually came in contact with that I'm listening to what you're saying. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. I was like, you know what? How about you say it this way? That's what I just said. No, you didn't say it that way, because you lack the confidence to persuade me this is what I should do. I think I just persuaded you in your own product, and you have no idea. I just listened to your little speech for just your little few minutes that you just decided to talk to me. However, you didn't have the confidence in it. And I just gave you some confidence. Matter of fact, I just gave you some tidbits about your own stuff, and you had no clue about it. But that's because I paid attention to you. I listened to you. And then I was like, okay, I can do this. You know what? This is what you should do. Here, talk to me about this. And then go that way. When you have confidence, again, I'm attracted to what you're saying. I'm wanting to pay attention to you. There should be a level of excitement about what you're talking about. Draw me in. Draw me nearer. But okay, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just shaking my head because that's true. I had a meeting a couple of weeks ago with a lady, and she got on the Zoom meeting with me and everything. She wanted to meet with me, And she was so so much confidence.
Yeah.
Everything was going wrong. And I'm not rude. I understand people. I give people chances and stuff like that. And she was asking me certain things. I said, no, honey, I can't, I can't be a part of that because, I'm on this journey. Okay. I'm on this journey. It's not that I wouldn't help her, but it was not in what I'm doing at this present time.
Right.
But she
Sure.
lacked so much confidence. And, and I'm very gracious to people and stuff like that. I'll listen to them and things of that nature because I don't ever want a person to feel bad. Okay. At least they're trying. Okay.
Right.
At least they're trying. I don't want them ever to feel bad. And I understand. And this is something that you also have to understand as an expert in your field. You have to understand. And when I'm saying you, I'm talking about you, audience, each and every one of you. We have to understand the power that we have, especially if we walking in a level of confidence. Okay. Sure. We could either, help somebody to rise up in their confidence or hinder them from rising up, forever being confident in that area. We could either help them bring life to their situation or kill that situation.
Right.
Kill their spirit. And that's something that I never intend to do, kill anybody's spirit. Okay. And that's what we should never do, kill anybody's spirit. So even when you're talking to people and whatever that field is, whatever it is, and maybe we're talking about confidence today and they have a lack of confidence, just hear them out and whatever, just be gracious, but never be rude to them or never say anything that will kill somebody's spirit. Because we have to be careful of that, especially when we're walking in that level. And again, you see, you have to know who you are and you have to know what you possess. That's why you have to know your purpose. Knowing who you are is a big part of this. Okay. A big part of this because our words have power.
Absolutely.
Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Yeah. In the power of the tongue. And it can hurt, especially, this, Tiffany, this, it could kill somebody's spirit.
It definitely can.
Okay,
and you don't want to kill nobody's spirit. That's the last thing you want to. There's a lot of things that I kill. Procrastination, self-doubt, limiting beliefs, but I don't ever want to kill or break somebody's spirit because sometimes that can be a hard thing to come back from, and it could be a hard thing to come back from. And I never
if they ever come back.
And that's what I was just getting ready to try to fix. I'm sitting here going like, how do I want to say that? But there's a lot of times that maybe some people will never come back from that because you've just broken them. And they just feel like, and it don't matter how many self-help books they have, how many therapists they go see, sometimes it's just broken. And when certain things are broken, some things are broken or shattered. And then there's other things that might be broken that you can kind of glue it back together, tape it back together, or, whatever, you can still make use of it. You have to be very careful of how, because I don't ever want to be to the point where I am having somebody committed to a mental institute. I don't never want to do that. I always want to make sure whoever comes in contact with me feels valued. You should always feel your self-worth. You should always feel appreciated. Never have anybody coming around you where you are belittling them or you're making them feel. Even I talked to my friend yesterday and we seen a video clip on there where one of the pastors was openly rebuking somebody. And I'm not opposed to open rebuke. I understand it, but the verbiage matters. What you say and how you say it definitely matters. And so that's what he and I was talking about. And because, the way that he said that, he definitely could have shattered somebody's spirit. Sure, what they were doing, it was kind of out of order, but the words that you were using, you telling me that I'm mentally insane and you're telling me that I'm a mental, don't tell me something like that. That just really and you need my help too. That can shift and shatter my whole world. Now, I'm not mad at you telling me, you know what, hey, I should be paying attention. Absolutely right. But the way you say that, you're going to either draw me or you're going to drive me. You're going to draw me into making me do better, or you're going to drive me away. I don't want to deal with this at all anymore. But while I'm in your presence, add value to me. Show me how I'm supposed to become a better individual. And in the process of that, especially if we're in a community, how am I going to be able to help a community if you're tearing me down? So for me, I want to always make sure that whatever we're instilling in an individual, is something that's going to add value to you, because your value is going to make value to somebody else, and it's just going to keep multiplying. The minute that one person is impacted, it impacts another life, and it just continues. So we always want to make sure that we're building somebody up, not tearing them down.
And that's so very true, because, you know, when you, instead of speaking the problem, speak the solution, call those things as not as though they were, you know, and you got to choose your words and stuff like that. And that's where people become arrogant. Okay. Become arrogant. You got to watch the power, where you are. You have to know who you are, but the level and the power that each and every one of us carry. Okay. Especially at certain levels, you have to watch that, because it'll come off as arrogance and it'll come off as tearing people down. Yeah. You don't have to, what was this? What's this phrase they used to throw around your weight? And we're not talking about size. We're talking about throwing around your weight, showing people who you are. No, you ain't got to show people who you are. They know who you are.
Be it.
Be it. That's it. Like you say, what? Be you.
Be
I'm looking
you.
for the t-shirt today. It's not there. Be you.
God darn it. I ain't even got nothing around that says that.
Yeah, be you. Yeah, you don't have to show throwing. That was a term way back. I remember my grandma used to say that, throwing around your weight. You know, just talking about, you know, things of that nature. You know, because people want, you know, they want to feel different. They do. They want to be different. They want to be valued. Okay, allow them to have that transformation. People already know, okay, that they're wrong in a lot of things. They're looking for a solution. And there's other things that's going on that may not be pleasing in your sight. Okay. It may not be pleasing in your sight.
Right.
But, you know, allow them to, you know, be transformed from the inside, because you can't transform on the outside. Allow your confidence to show up in a way that's going to draw them. Okay. To go inside and say, you know what? That maybe I should do this another way. I was wrong about that, you know?
Yeah.
But never beat a person down.
Don't.
But yeah, people want to feel valued. Your audience, y'all, whether you're that author or whether that message needs to bring value to your audience, or if you're that entrepreneur, your products and services, value, always value. Even if you're on these live streams, always bring value.
Always.
Okay? Value. Not information. Information, you can get it all day long on the internet. Value. Okay? It's a difference. Not junk, not foolishness. Value.
Value.
People want to change. They're looking for change. Okay? They may not tell you. They may say, you may think they got it all together. But deep down inside, they got that little false face on. But inside, they're crying. Inside, they're bewildered. Inside, they're falling apart. Okay? Allow your audience to feel valued. You just never know what's going on. Okay?
Right.
Never know. And that moves us into the last one. Okay? Be a role model. Okay, you got it. Be a role model. Be that influencer. Okay? Be that influencer. You have a responsibility to not only change that reader's life, but the family of that reader, the friends of that reader, and also for generations to come.
Yeah.
Okay? That's your responsibility as that expert. People are looking for an expert in whatever field that you're representing. You may not be the voice for everybody, but you're the voice for somebody. And somebody's, and I said IES bodies, because there's a lot of people that's looking for you. Okay. A lot of people are waiting for you, but how are you showing up? Are you being confident? Are you drawing people to you? Okay. Are you drawing people to you? Are people taking notice? Are people, you know, seeking you out? They might not, you know, like we come on these live streams or whatever, they might not be in the comment, but I promise you, okay, they following, they looking. I spoke to somebody the other day and said, wow, you know, these live streams are powerful. Not one time have I seen this person in this comment section, nor in anything else. So I'm telling you, audience, if you're that expert, you're doing live streams or you're anywhere on social media, you just don't know where any of this stuff is going. Okay? People could even be looking at or viewing your profile, whatever. And that's for all of you. Okay. In an incognito stance.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know. But always bring them value.
Mm-hmm.
Always be confident in what you do. And by being confident, that means live your truth.
Mm-hmm.
Tell your truth. Walk in your truth. Just be you. You don't have to please anybody, okay? You have a responsibility.
You do.
And, people make their own decisions. You don't have to manipulate anybody. You don't have to coerce anybody. You don't have to do any of those things, okay? Just be you.
Be
okay?
you. Unapologetically.
Unapologetically. Just be you. There's some people, they manipulate. And you see this on these social media streets, y'all. You see this on these streets.
Heck yeah, you do.
Yeah. But don't let that be you. Just be confident. Be confident in who you are. And tell your truth. Live your truth. And what I mean by tell your truth, everybody has a story to tell. Women, come on. You have a story to tell. And nobody can tell your story like you. What message is that? Okay? What is that message that you could share with your audience? Entrepreneur, what is that product and that service that you have yet to produce, create, that will make a difference in somebody's life?
Somebody's life.
And you see me say somebody's. I'm not saying this like,
more than one.
But there's a lot of people, y'all. It's a lot of people. 63,000 Google searches every second of every day of somebody looking for information that you have yet to create. There's people out there waiting with money in hand. And they're looking, and your voice is not there. Your voice is not there because you all in yourself saying, oh, I'm afraid to do this. I'm afraid to do that. Be confident. If you're walking your truth, you're living your truth, confidence will show up.
It is. And then, matter of fact, I'm going to go a step further. If you allow confidence to show up in your life, you're going to be able to walk in your truth. You're going to be able to be authentically you because you allow confidence to spring up like a well in your life. So therefore, I'm just going to be able to live in my truth. It's easy to do that when you are you. When you're not trying to be somebody else, you might have some things that you emulate from certain individuals. But when you're that role model and you're looked to by others, it's a beautiful thing because that's what we're talking about, being a role model. That's what a role model is. That's what an influencer is. It's somebody that I'm looking to you for help. I'm looking to you because you have something in you, because you're that attractive individual. Your energy level is on point, the level of excitement that you have and the value that you're bringing to me is causing me to want to be better. Thank you for being a role model for me. Thank you for being a great mentor for me. I appreciate you influencing my life to become a better individual. Thank you for imparting into me. Let me know it's okay for me to be who I am. I don't have to be anybody else. It's okay for me to be who I am. And when we're doing that, you are helping to boost my confidence. Rather, you're telling me to look in the mirror every day and tell me, you know what? I see you. I love you. I love to tell you to look in the mirror at yourself and talk to you. Because sometimes if you don't hear somebody else telling you, I love you, I looked at me and I can see me saying, I love you. And it's a beautiful, powerful thing for me to be able to see and speak to myself and cause me to be able to grow. The fact that I know I love me and I can see me saying I love me. The fact that I say, oh, you're a super confident individual. I'm speaking life into me and I see what I want in me because I'm seeing my reflection. I should be able to see the beauty within myself, speaking those things into myself, speaking what I want to see, speaking how I want to feel. I don't want to look how I feel if I'm not feeling super confident. So I'm going to speak confidence into my life. I'm going to speak well-being into my life. I'm going to speak wealth into my life and it's not me lying, in the words of Bishop Murphy. It's not me lying. It's prophesying. It's me saying what I want to see. So it's not one of those little things. I'm going to keep speaking it until, like you say, I'm going to speak it until I see it. I'm going to see it before you see it, or you'll never see it. So I'm going to keep speaking it until I see it. So I can see it. So that's a beautiful thing for us to be around individuals. That's a good role model, a good mentor, anybody that's going to make you feel valued. Make sure you're around them. Don't be around anybody that's
Yes.
going to tear you down, because we need you to have that confidence in you. We need you. That's what that boils down to.
Yes.
We need you, and we need you to show up confident. We need you to show up strong. We need you to show up bold, because we need you. Time out for hiding. You can't slip behind the
Yes.
veil no more. You got to come out of that corner, because you can't hide, because we need you.
That's well said. That is well said, y'all. And these are some nuggets. That's right. We need you. We definitely need you.
Mhm.
We need everybody.
We need you.
So can't look at yourself as insignificant, but
Ooh,
insignificant, because you're not insignificant.
not at
But
all.
with that being said, we hope that the nuggets that were dropped here today will help you be confident
Yes.
and show up in, your true self. Show
Mhm.
up in your truth. So from Tiffany and I, we just thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule today to be with us on Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. And we
Yeah.
look forward to seeing you the next time. But
Yeah.
remember this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So see y'all on the next broadcast.
Grace
Bye.
and peace, y'all. Take care.